This poor starfish died on the dry, sandy shore of Monkey. It looks like that's the only bunch of bananas in the area that these ravenous monkeys haven't gotten their opposable thumbs on yet.
Alright, let's... I kind of like that we're getting to explore Monkey Island again. This harkens back to the first game again. I mean, everything in this game seems to harken back to the first game, but it's kind of nice in some situations. Let's go to the cluttered clearing and see what we find there. Hey, it's Herman! There's a note over here. No, look at the...
It looks like this little shack was built on the bow of an old, mangled ship.
Well, why not?
To all LeChuck-fearing citizens of Monkey Island, you are cordially invited to play bingo at the church every Tuesday at midnight. Non-members welcome. Signed, Father Rasputin, C.O.L., Orthodox. I wonder if that would be Tuesday morning or Tuesday night.
It's a good question. And very important somehow.
How quaint.
Alright. What's this here?
Is it just me, or do these things look like they'd make good bowling balls?
Hey, you've got nothing better to do, Guybrush. You might as well go bowling. Let's take that. Okay.
Herman!
Where?
Here! You're Herman Toothrot, the Hermit of Monkey Island!
Thanks for explaining that.
Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, man. I took a bullet for you in Nam.
Where'd you take it?
Your memory seems to be slipping.
Is it? I can't remember.
What do you remember?
Mostly a lot of staggering around. Then a weird kid named Sheepgood showed up and told me my name was Herman.
Well, it's nice to see that whatever scrambled your brain hasn't affected your sense of humor. At all.
Unfortunately. Just another voice actor note. Herman Toothrot here is voiced by Wally Wingert, who does a ton of voices in a lot of different things. Most recently, that I've seen him, he was in Earth's Mightiest Heroes as Ant-Man, the Hank Pym version. So, yeah, he's a pretty big name too. I don't know where they got all these great voice actors for this game, but I'll enjoy them while I got them.
Think hard. Do you remember anything else?
I remember being asked a bunch of nosy questions, fancy boy.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
This isn't some sort of regression therapy, is it?
I don't think so.
'Cause I don't want to wake up thinking that I've been kidnapped by aliens or something.
Now that
Just try
sounds
to remember
fun.
as far back as you can.
Let's see, ow.
What?
I remember waking up next to my hammock with a bump on my noggin.
When?
How do you know it's your hammock?
A couple hours ago.
You can't remember back more than a couple of hours?
I guess not. Is that a bad thing? I can't remember.
So your memory still doesn't reach back more than a couple of hours?
Not since I woke up next to my hammock, nope.
Okay.
I think I'll plumb the murky depths of your memory later.
Whatever.
How are things on Monkey Island?
This is an island?
I need some help.
Get him. I'm the one with no memory and he wants my help.
I know, right?
Do you remember where you parked your ship? I really need to get back to Melee Island.
I have a ship? I thought I was a hermit.
Well, yeah,
We already
but...
Do I
used
have
the
a
ship.
cell phone too?
But-
A hermit with a ship. Shit.
We used the ship to get back to Melee Island. I didn't think he sailed back to Monkey Island. Well, I guess he did, since he's here.
You probably don't know how to counteract an ultimate insult, do you?
What's that?
It's a big evil voodoo thingamajig.
Voodoo? What's that?
So you really don't know where your ship is?
Nope. Of course, I don't put much stock in this mythical hermit ship of yours.
Alright.
This isn't helping. Let's talk about something else.
Now that
Try
we've
and
talked
make it
to him...
something recent, pants boy.
See you later, Herman.
Who?
Now that we've, Oh, hey, I still have my prosthetic liver. That's nice. He woke up next to his hammock, and right next to his hammock was this coconut, so...
Herman?
Where? Ow!
That felt good.
What the heck you trying to... Hey, I'm Herman Toothrot.
Herman, you got your memory back.
Some of it. I still don't remember you.
Aww.
This is gonna be harder than I thought.
If it involves me wanging more things at Herman, I'm down with it.
How's your memory?
I don't know. Ask me something.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember building this campground and trying to keep the monkeys from stealing my bananas. Then some bozo whacked me with a coconut.
Do you remember anything else?
I remember being annoyed by some fancy pants pirate.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
Let me think. I remember waking up in the middle of a clearing next to a milk bottle.
A milk bottle.
Yep. Probably had something to do with all the explosions going on at the amusement park.
Explosions?
Yep. Some sort of demon zombie ghost pirate blew up the place real good. Then sailed off on his ghost ship.
As you
all
do.
the explosions activated the island's dormant volcano.
When did all this happen?
A few months ago.
So you can only remember the last few months?
That's right. I can't remember a thing before I woke up next to that milk bottle.
So,
I think I'll plumb
now
the
we need to
murky
find
depths
a
of your memory later.
milk bottle
Whatever.
to sling at his head.
How are things on Monkey Island?
Things? What things?
Where are all the monkeys?
I think they spend most of their time on the other side of the lava field. Dirty little buggers.
What have you been doing with yourself?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
That's why I asked.
Well, when the volcano erupted, it ripped open the island's southern canyon. Guess what I found down there?
A creamy nougat center?
Gold! Buckets of the stuff! I've been mining ever since. I even had my banana picker dipped in gold.
Why does a hermit need gold?
Insurance, bucko! The high-flying life of a hermit's fine and dandy now, but I may want to retire someday.
I guess that makes sense.
How's the mining going?
I've had to stop.
Why?
I kept hitting a big metal wall.
There's a big metal wall under Monkey Island?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
where did you think the
Who knew?
tunnels came from?
About this impenetrable barrier under Monkey Island?
Don't remind me, Squinky. All that gold, and I can't get to it.
Let's not talk about Monkey Island right now.
Okie dokie.
I need some help.
I could tell that just by looking at you.
This should be useful.
Do you have even the slightest idea where you might have left your ship?
Nope.
You haven't stumbled across any ways to defeat Ozzy and LeChuck, have you?
Who are they?
I was afraid of that. On second thought, I don't think you'll be too helpful in this state.
If you want my help, ask me some questions I can answer.
Seriously. Why don't you know better than that, Guybrush?
See you later, Herman.
See you, stranger.
Alright, so we need to find a milk bottle that we get to we happily get to fling right at his head. We can just run all the way down here. Whee! Whee! I thought I could actually exit the camp that way. I guess I gotta go out this way. No, that Guybrush, that's not the right way. There we go. Alright. So let's check out the lava field. Hey, a milk bottle!
Hey, what are you doing with that?
Of course.
It's hot molten lava streaming all over this area.
Actually, there's one more thing I want to go check out before we go into the building there. Let's go down and check out Herman's mine. Since we're over here. Pick the cannon. Hey, check out over there by the cactus. There's something. What are you, something? Hey, it's a banana picker!
It's not so useful without a banana to pick.
Hey, wait a second.
It's a gold-plated banana picker. Hey, the handle of this is shaped like a little man. Funny that I didn't notice that last time I had this thing.
Funny how this is completely different from the way the banana picker looked the last time. But you know, whatever. We had to make it convenient for our story. Because you know how it goes, little golden man. That was something we needed before.
Stealing my gold, Sonny?
Herman?
That's me. Well, See you around, miner boy.
I just came in to remind you I was here. Bye!
There sure are a lot of roots growing through this ceiling. Without those roots, there'd be only sky left. It's the lever that controls the track switch. It's broken.
Aww. Roots, roots, roots.
It can't be safe to store cloth sacks of gunpowder so close to open flames.
But this is Herman we're talking about.
I wonder if this barrel would explode if I shot it.
You don't have a gun.
It's a big metal door. It's dark in there, but I can see the latch for the door. It's a closed vent of some sort.
So there's not much else we can do here, but at least we have the banana picker. Now let's head back to that big building by the volcano and see what's up with that. No, Guybrush. 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 What are you doing, Guybrush? You will obey me! Move along, little monkeys. I need to get past you. Whoa! That's not a sound monkeys should be making. So the milk bottle's in the middle of all that lava. Oh, let's see. Let's go over here. And enter Volcano Castle. Ooh, look at that thing.
I have the power of Gray Monkey!
That's a joke for children of the 80s. Like me. So let's check out what this is. A cathedral of some kind. Look at shields. What shields?
What tiny shields?
Oh, they're up
They
there.
must have been used in really tiny battles.
Well, let's... they may not be bananas, but same general principle. That's another thing that's a little silly about this game. There's no real reason for shields to be up there. It's just convenient so that I could have a reason. Whoa, look at all these awesome stained glass windows. I wish there was a way to get a better angle and look at them all, because they seem awesome. There's lava flow coming right through the church. This is awesome.
Greetings, my child. Welcome to the first church of LeChuck, Orthodox. I am Father Allegro Rasputin. How may I help you?
The first church of LeChuck?
Gotta
You're
ask.
kidding, right?
Not at all. This temple is dedicated to worshipping the awe-inspiring perfection that is LeChuck.
How could you build a religion around LeChuck? He's an unholy demon pirate from heck.
Hell.
I kindly suggest that you mind your tongue, heretic. Such blasphemies will not be tolerated in the house of LeChuck.
Well, how does the Church of LeChuck compare to other major religions?
They're remarkably alike. Only ours is a lot more screaming flames and pointy sticks.
That's kind of what I imagined. Don't look now, but there's a river of lava flowing through the middle of your church.
Yes, I know. We use it for church ceremonies.
Baptisms?
Weddings.
Well, I guess that's one way to cure cold feet.
Indeed.
Are you some sort of hologram or something?
Of course not. I'm a ghost.
And you're a priest.
Da.
So you're sort of a holy ghost then?
Very clever, my child. But let's not go looking for trouble, eh?
Yeah, good point.
How did ghosts like you end up running the first church of LeChuck?
That's an interesting story, Tovar.
I like how...
Why do I keep asking people their life stories?
Good question.
Many years ago, I was the captain of a stately ship called the Weeping Iguana.
This guy
It was
speaks
a
very
good life,
nicely to
hauling
Guybrush,
contraband
considering that
across
Guybrush is
stories
basically
from
his
one
devil.
island to another.
And then you met LeChuck?
And then I met LeChuck. His crew of crazed ghost pirates made quick work of my fine ship and her equally fine crew.
I hate when that happens.
LeChuck
Seriously.
himself got at me with his flaming ghost sword and held my still-beating pancreas in front of my face before I died.
Icky.
When I woke up, I was another member of his obedient ghost crew.
Well, how'd you go from being a ghost pirate to a ghost priest?
It was a gradual process. At first, I resented LeChuck for turning me into a ghost. But the more I thought about it, the more I came to revere him as a god. After all, he did bring me back from the dead, which is a pretty neat trick. So I
It is.
decided to build this church in his honor.
Well, how do you like being a ghost priest?
The hours are good. I occasionally miss the high seas.
How does this stream of lava fit into the church's wedding ceremonies?
Good question, Tovarish. Here at the Church of LeChuck, we see marriage as a plunge into the unknown. As a symbol of that plunge, we send our newlyweds on a harrowing ride down a river of molten lava.
Doesn't
Woo!
that kill them?
Only if the restless spirit of LeChuck doesn't approve of the union. Besides, our honeymoon boats are lined with Stantec, voodoo, and asbestos to keep fatalities to an acceptable minimum.
I guess. Let's ask the creepy ghost priest for LeChuck for
I
some
could use
advice.
some advice, Padre.
What's troubling you, my son?
Again, Guybrush is your devil.
I need to find a way to get off this Verschluggener Island.
There is no escape from Monkey Island.
That's not true. I've escaped it on at least 2 occasions.
Well, then why don't you just escape it again, Mr. Smarty Pants?
I, can't. I'd still like to escape from Monkey Island.
Like I said, there is no escape from Monkey Island. Not even in the sweet embrace of death.
Jeez, that's discouraging. I'm looking for an antidote to the ultimate insult.
I've never heard of that. What is it?
It's a voodoo talisman that shatters the souls of pirates.
During my travels with LeChuck, I noticed that the easiest way to defeat a voodoo curse was by employing a bigger voodoo curse. But perhaps I'm oversimplifying your plight.
Oh, I don't know.
That's
I've already
okay.
got
My
a,
plan could use some simplifying.
I've already got a golden man.
I've got a couple of evil schnooks on my back.
You must do
H-Schnuck.
as LeChuck does when beset by many enemies at once, my son.
Run like a cowardly dog?
No, you must turn your enemies' energies against themselves.
How?
How should I know? I'm just a ghost.
I love this ghost priest.
On second thought, getting advice from an obsessed ghost priest seems like a bad idea.
As you wish.
Alright, we gotta do this.
I'd like to try your lava plunge.
Wonderful. That is your problem.
I'm already married, and my wife is several islands away being harassed by bad guys.
Well then, you can't take the plunge.
Aww.
Oh, come on. Let me ride a boat down a river of molten lava. What am I saying?
Well, I suppose
Come on,
we
it's
could
the
visit
ultimate in
a
extreme
restaurant
sport.
Before LeChuck and Elaine's impending nuptials.
What?
Hop on board.
It's pink.
Of course it's pink. LeChuck is watching you.
You know, you're our first human test subject.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
Eh, you'll be fine. Let's get this out and ready. There, come on. Oh, I didn't do it right. We're gonna have to do it again, guys. Nothing more fun than riding lava plunges multiple times.
How was the ride?
Really hot in some places, kind of bumpy in others, and impossible to control.
In other words, a perfect metaphor for marriage.
Yeah. Your Holiness?
Yes, my child.
I'd like to take another test ride on your matrimonial lava plunge.
This is highly unorthodox, but what the heck?
That's the spirit.
I get the jokes. It's funny because it's a joke.
Please keep all hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times.
Vehicle.
What kind of word is flume anyway? Flume, 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 flume.
It's like Brittany with kangaroo. There we go. I think I got it this time. There we go.
Wow, I actually get to use this banana picker more than once.
Amazing. Still, it doesn't help us to get to the other side of the lava field.
Please step up to the boat to your right and enjoy your visit to the First Church of LeChuck, Orthodox.
And now we have a milk bottle, which we can fling at Herman Toothrot's head. Which is something I always appreciate doing myself.